Hi Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 44. If you are new to my channel, welcome, sit back, relax. I hope you like what you see. If you do, like, subscribe, interact with me in the comments. If you're returning, thank you for coming back to spend some more time with me. You know I love you and appreciate you, so I'm just so happy. I'm so excited today. I have so much to show you, and I just can't even. So let's do a tiny bit of an update. Yesterday I had a root canal and it went perfectly fine. I had myself so psyched out about it, and it's not my first time, so I knew better, but it had been a while, so you forget, I guess. But everything turned out great, and I even went to work, so that's pretty much it. My dad's just had his MRI. We're waiting for results, and then we go forth from there. So my kids and everything, my kids and husband and everything, everybody's doing great around here. So yeah, so that's it for that. I do want to mention I have a giveaway in this episode, so stick with me. I have a pile right here, so when I get to the giveaway, that's when I'll insert it. I'm not waiting until the end. But first, what I'm super excited about is I have some fully finishes back from the framer. Unfortunately, I do not have the details on these for you. You would have to Google them because I don't remember. I just don't remember. This first one is the main one you'd have to Google. I don't even have the chart. So it's called Happy Everything. I absolutely love it. I stitched this right after, I started it before I was married, and then I finished it once I was married. So you would just have to Google Happy Everything. But this is so bad. Just Another Button Company, the glare, sorry, has buttons throughout this scene. I hope you could see it enough without the glare. I absolutely love the frame. It's perfect. I am so excited to put this on my wall. You are the only reason it's not on my wall, because I wanted to share it with you before I placed it on the wall. My second one, I am super sentimental about, super excited about it. I do not have the fabric color for you, or even I didn't stitch it according to plan, threads meaning, but this is the chart. So it's, I don't pronounce it, Keslin's Love and Memory. Love is a Memory. I actually stitched this in honor of my mom. And I want to read it to you first, and then I'll hold it up to you. Death leaves heartache, no one can heal. Love leaves a memory, no one can steal. And it is absolutely perfect. The frame is perfect. She helped pull out the colors that I used. I'm trying to do this without a glare. I actually, this right here is a silk, and I did just tent stitches. So that's one leg of the stitch. I love this. I'm so excited to put this on my wall also. I'm so excited. Okay, put that together without it messing up. So that is that. I'm so excited. Okay, I guess I had myself out of order a little bit, so I'm gonna bounce back to a little bit of it's stitchy related news. But you remember Lindy Stitches stitch along that she was doing, and I was this far. The third part dropped on Friday, and what a brave soul Stephanie Webb is, that she found out, if you haven't heard already, so I'm just gonna say it real quick. She found out from the community that this little girl is riding an alligator, and evidently there is, well, it's not evidently because I Googled it too. If you were to Google black children and alligators, the articles that you'll read are horrific. So if you want to educate yourself a little bit, go Google that. She instantly on Saturday released another one that is, instead of it being an alligator, it's a dragon or a dinosaur or whatever you want to call it. So I will be stitching that. It just got away from me, but I wanted to mention that because you guys knew I was so proud of this, and it is so fun. And I'll still be stitching it. And kudos to her for stepping up and acknowledging it and educating, because I would have never known that ever. So back to my pile of goodness. So here is my giveaway. I have Country Cottage Needleworks Summer Escape. It's a cute little one. Cute, cute, cute. It's summer. I felt like giving another thing away. So just in the comments, I'm going to need you to say summer. And tell me what you're doing this summer, even with all the things going on. So many things are getting canceled. Just tell me what you're doing. Even if it's just like, I have had to learn to like stay at home and appreciate what I have, and slow down. Just tell me what you're doing this summer. And that's my answer. I don't normally go on vacations, but I usually have kids running here and there. And that's changed because of sporting activities and my kids just working. But I have literally just slowed down, and you see more stitching, and I'm enjoying my life. Oh my gosh, speaking of life, I can't believe I forgot this. Last week on my anniversary, one of my koi fish died. And I had a crappy koi pond because it had just like broken down over the years. And we went on Saturday to get me new koi, me and my husband did. And we brought him home. And he was like, I'm not putting those koi in that pond. So I had to go to work. He totally ripped out the old one, put me in a new one, and I am so in love. I'm going to insert a picture here, hopefully. And I'm so happy. And now I want like more koi, but I'm going to behave. So, sorry, I'm all over the place this time. But I was super excited. I can't believe I didn't remember to tell you that. All right, on to my finishes. I finished Hello Summer. This is Plum Street Sampler. This is on Queen Anne's Elizabeth. Is that right? No, not Queen Anne Elizabeth. Queen Anne's Lace is the fabric this is on. I love how it turned out. I was scared for my bald eagle, but I think he looks great. Super excited about that. And then, last but not least, of my finishes, July from Snowflower Diaries. I will, that's in the show notes. Somebody, I've already addressed this before, but is interested. This is a freebie for every single month. So I love how it turned out. The color they called for, I didn't like how the penguins were turning out, so I changed it up with my daughter's help. Thank you, Lizzie. And those are my two finishes. Super excited. So, oh, and here's the bag for that. What have I been stitching on? I told you for, I guess Jolly July is coined for like ornaments. I didn't know that, so whatever. I do in July, Christmas in July, and I'm doing Christmas in July stitching. I had told you that I am doing Silver Creek Samplers Christmas list. I'm gonna stitch on it every single day. I am stitching this on a 32 count Lugana Winter Blizzard Opalescent that I also tea coffee dyed to make it a little darker and grungier. And this is where I am. Since I saw you last, I added Christmas Blessings and Flying Reindeer and this little thing right here. So I love the progress that this is giving me by stitching on it every day. So I will continue with that. Just to go along with my jumbledness today, someone had asked, they'd seen me reference these cards. It's just something I pulled off of Google, but I'm going to see if I have the original file, and if so, I'm going to forward it to the lady that asked, or figure out how to, I don't even know how I would do that at all, but maybe you're going to have to ask and I would have to email it to you. I don't know. I'll figure it out, kind of. But all I did was Google a yearly calendar, and this one has little circles so that I color in what days I circled. And like this one, I started December 3rd of 2019, so I have the entries over here, and I did it in black ink. But for 2020, I'm using a red ink pen so that I don't know, just me. But on the back of it, I have start and I'll have finish, and like this is the tag for the fabric, and it says pattern and fabric on it. So that's where you see me get my information for me. And then when this is done, I have a clip that I just clip them all together for keeping track of them for the year. I didn't like the idea of like having a notebook that I'd have to have with me because I stitch in different places and I don't carry a notebook with me all the time, if that makes any sense. So that's what I did. I know that Joyful Stitcher took that same idea. She'd seen it for me, and she developed something that is for sale on her Etsy shop to download. But I don't know if I can figure out how to share that with you or not, but I will. I'm gonna try. All right, on to my next stitching piece, One Nation. So the One Nation Sal, I am stitching on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was a close one this time, but thank goodness the state was Iowa. As I show it backwards. 1 star, 1 state. So I got another star in over here, and I got Iowa in, and I'm gonna need to do some blue filling in here and work on the long red row. Just so this will probably get some extra stitching this week. That's just kind of how I attack those. So, ooh, I just poked myself. I've had a few people tell me they've got the charts and ordered and they're jumping in. Jump in, this is a fun, and I'm not the first one to stitch that thing. I mean, Amy, I think, is a floss tuber I've watched a couple of times, and she did one, I feel like it was last year, she fully finished it. But, all right, my next one is another stitch along made by Michelle McGraw, and it's Hello Matthews. Hello from Liz Matthews yonder, and I'm stitching it on Bestitch Me's Gold Rush. It's a 16 count, and here it is. I love this piece. I love it. So I love this fabric. It's a perfect fabric color for for the colors. I just love it. I finished stitching the little green humps. I had 1 layer of it done, and then I did the grass down here. So there's 2 big rows in the middle, but I'm plugging along at it. So yeah, super excited about that one. This next one is going to be a shock for my friend Julie, because she's always proud of me when I get this out. This is the Jordan Purvey's Noel 2019 stitch along for around Christmas time, and I put the house in and then these 2 trees right here. So I'm coming along. Everybody loves this fabric when I show it. This was a one-off solo dye from Silk Weavers. My sister gave it to me, and it was fun. So, and there's like just as much of it left. So yeah. And I'm stitching this with just silky thread. So this is a fun experience for me. The dark fabric gets to me, and so I only do it every once in a while, but I got it out. So my next one is another stitch along that I'm behind in, and it is the Caterpillar cross stitch Positivity Rules. I stitched, this is supposed to be a window, and this starts the word patience. I do not have a cover sheet to show you on this, but it's a little tiny thing, and it is on a 18 count Bestitch Me Mystery Blue. Yes. I've told you before. I know that doesn't help you if you're new here. I can't find it. I know it's a mystery because I won it off of a Friday Night Fight Night. So if you don't know who Bestitch Me is, you're going to need to check her out. Her Facebook page. She does Friday Night Fight Nights where she posts a bunch of fabrics and you are the first one to say me please. It's a rough crowd to be part of, because sometimes you can't get in there. She's talking about changing the rules to where like in the first hour you can only claim 2 fabrics, which I personally think that would be awesome, but I can also just order from her like I need to do today. So my next one yesterday was the 13th, so I do Halloween Dark 13 stitching, whatever you want to call it. This is Witch on Duty by Waxing Moon Designs, and it is stitched on a 28 count Dixie Dusky Twilight. Ugh, that's a tongue twister. this is it. I actually, just to show you what I did, the words were already there. So yesterday, this middle part of the hat was there. I outlined this part of the hat, I did the band, and I did the bottom part of the hat. So not too bad. Not too bad. It helps me get some of these. I had started like a new Halloween one every week during, or new, yeah, Halloween one during the month of October. So I still have a few of those that are just kind of lingering. So I stitch on the 13th. And just to stay with the Halloween theme, I picked this up at my local store. There's a few in here that I absolutely love, and in my opinion on these things, as long as there's a few that you would stitch, then it's worth it. So these are out at the stores. Then I got a piece of a thank you mail for a piece of fabric that I had sent out to, and it's from Kim. So I've already thanked her, but she sent me a pretty little card and saying thank you. But she also sent me this Weeks Dyeworks Mulberry, and I absolutely love this color. And this is not doing it justice to show it to you, but perfect color, perfect color. So that moves me into, is this plans? This is plans in my pile. Okay. So I belong to the Semi-Sane cross stitch group on Facebook. Evidently it's a closed group now, and I'm just kind of, I don't do lots of challenges. Usually you see me, I do my 24 hours of cross stitch challenges. I do that. I didn't announce it this time. I was struggling to figure out what to do for everyone, but I do that every month. And then Semi-Sane, just to dabble my toes in of the whole accountability thing, I started doing, they have like, they're doing alphabet soup. So every 2 weeks it's a different alphabet. So I have to have it done by this week. So, and they just like, so this week the letter is in. So I had, or last week and this week. So I have to stitch on something with N. So I had chose Nora Corbett's Daisy, N for Nora, and they just want you to get a little bit of stitching. I mean, it's not like, oh, I must stitch on it every day. That's going to be my new goal, but I'm kind of slacking. So this is on a 28 count antique white Joblin. And when you've seen her last, well, since I've showed her last, I added the green in the chest area and this little bit of purple here. So I'm going to work on her. I'm going to give her a good day today, and then for that challenge. And then O is the next one, and it starts on Friday, I think. And I, just to give you a little heads up of planning, that's what we're talking about right now. I have this in my whip pile. It's Little House Needleworks Old Glory. And I have only done this border and this little bit of grass. So for O, I'm going to concentrate on this. I would love this to be a finish because it's the month of July and O, and it's not that big. So we'll see how that goes. That's my little bit of plan. Other than that, that's it. No, that's it cross-stitching related as far as what I plan to do. Other than that, you know me, Christmas every single day. Oh, my daughter's, she doesn't know this. She's going to help me, you know, nope, you can't even see it in this picture. My ABC, Little House, I think that's the designer. The ABCs, the ABC, you've seen spring, you've seen summer, and now I'm going to get ready and work on fall, but I changed the colors up, so I need a little nudge in what color to use, so for the letters. So I'm going to get that picked out. But my daughter turns 20 this week, so we're going to figure out what we're going to do for her birthday, which is Thursday. And of course, I take it off and go from there. I had told her about a zoo trip or something, but we have to just wait and see what happens. And I should never have told her. I learned that lesson when she was super tiny. You don't tell her what you're going to do until you go to do that. So therefore, she doesn't get upset if it rains and something changes, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, on Friday, I have plans with myself. Oh, no. I think she said she was going to go with me too. Anyway, if everything works out accordingly, I am going to be heading to Keepsakes down in, it's just in Cincinnati. So I'm super excited about that. I was supposed to go on a trip to there right when COVID was happening. Literally the weekend that Keepsakes shut down, I was supposed to be there. But it didn't happen, so I'm hoping to go check them out now. And with other places all closing down, and like Galleria got canceled, events are getting canceled, whatnot, I have the time off for Galleria also, and I have this idea bumping around in my head to possibly make my own retreat box, or have a shop help me make a retreat box, because I struggle to get in on those big boxes because they sell out so fast from the Black Needle Society. I'm screwing that name up. Sorry, especially if you watch this, I'm sorry, and everyone else is yelling at me, but I love their boxes, but I can't get in on them, so I keep trying. But because of that, I feel like that is a big potential business need this year, to do some boxes. But I don't want to do them. I don't got time for that. But I don't know if I was like, hey, here's $100. Can you get some knickknacks, some threads, some, I don't know, throw stuff together so it'd be a surprise and I can open it and make my own retreat in September. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I know, rambling, whatever. But if anyone has any ideas of something I should throw in my box, then for a surprise for myself that somebody's going to have to help me with, then tell me. Other than that, that's all I got. I keep rambling for you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoy the weather. It's not so blazing hot right now here, so that's awesome. I'm going to get off of here and get outside and walk with my dogs and do those things. So keep stitching. Enjoy life, and I'm sending you much love. Bye.